Pull stats. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh. Still shaky.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you still so shaky? Gotta stretch out the body or what? Okay. Just relax. There we go. Good rest. Okay, so we could try to transition back over to the black line. I think we're gonna keep going up. So yeah, we just gotta get up there somehow. Which it seems like, ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's gonna be safer. Okay.
No grip at all.
Oh no.
Come on.
Okay. So oh lordy. So if we try to take that black route over, or we go up that way. Just don't know about those overhangs. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the left. And then we're going to transition over down to that pink line. We're going to take the pink line over to the black line, and then we're going to try to go all the way up the left side. That's what I decided on last night. Let's not change that now. And we just got to make it happen. All right. Okay. Nope. Fact that is, yo, Gannon, appreciate you, dude. Thank you for 14 smiles, man. Trying not to die right now. Thank you for the gift sub too, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're definitely gonna chalk it up. So I gotta somehow get both hands on this ledge. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. I'm trying not to. If I fall, I die. But we're doing okay. So this is gonna be a little tricky. Oh, weird. Now it's showing like all this stuff. Maybe we just try to go up then. Oh man, I don't know. Okay, so we're here. I was gonna try to move over to the left, but the map is like different now that I'm up here and it's all hard to see. I don't think I can get over there now. Maybe I just had to zoom out. No. Alright, let's see. Yeah, maybe I could reach over and get my foot on that crack. And then... try. Okay. Just barely now. Hey, Anderson Kira, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, no. Well, you gotta learn not to do that. Okay. We made it. And now we're gonna try to go down. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right. So now we transition to the left.
More wind.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're getting hungry. Okay. Made it to the next line. Okay. All right, catch your breath. Where do we go from here? Okay. Is that a Savage Athletics in my chat? How you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you, brother. I don't fall. I appreciate that. I'll try not to. Trying my best not to fall. Not to disappoint the beautiful people of the world, such as yourself. Okay. We're doing it though. Oh shit. Cutscene. If only you could shit in one toilet for the rest of your life. What's civic? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not too familiar with toilet models.
Right now.
Probably just like your standard, like
Stop it! I need to focus.
whatever they have in hotel rooms that can flush like 20 billiard balls.
Asking myself that question.
What about you? Maybe one with Bluetooth?
Why did you leave? Why do you feel the need to climb that big, stupid rock? Why does it affect me so much? Capsule died 2 days ago.
Sorry, Capsule.
He was only 9 years old. Can you believe it? He still had a nice life ahead of him. He spent his last night at the vet. You should have seen him in his cage. All skin and bones. Drugged up. He could barely walk. But he recognized me, Ava. And he tried to snuggle up to me. When the time came, the vet asked me if I wanted to leave the room. Why would I let him go alone? I stayed, of course. And then, at the end, I held him against me. I told him I loved him. And his body, his little body collapsing into my arms. You can't forget that feeling. Anyway, once again, I am breaking your concentration, but I would love to know, Ava.
Yeah.
Why?
Ah! Ah!
Damn.
Ah! Ah! She doesn't get it. She doesn't get any of it.
Yo. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, fuck, man. That hit me really hard. Yeah, so you climb a mountain. Taking a fat shit. Please God. Yeah, right? You go to a hotel and it's like, yeah, there's no plunger in there because you don't got to worry about it. Good to see you, holy smokes. All right, so here's a little story time. I had this cat. I named him Emmett, like Emmett Smith, because I love the Cowboys when I was a little kid. And I had him from the age of like 7 until probably I was like 20 or something like that. And I flushed the cat now. But he ended up passing away of old age. Supposedly, I wasn't home at the time. I was living in South America, but he was like at my parents' house. So like a year and a half later, I really wanted a cat. So I go to the Humane Society, and there's this cat that looked exactly like Emmett, but it was a female cat. But she was the same like tuxedo markings, and like it was Emmett. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit. Like, and like it reacted just like Emmett. Like it pet me or let me like, pet it. And then it would push against my hand, like asking for more, just like Emmett. I was like, shit, like this is my cat. So I take the cat home and the cat is like scared of fucking everything. Hell yeah, Scuba Steve. And, so it took me like 2 months of just like sitting next to the cat and like making little forts for the cat. And just like being next to it, because I was living alone at the time. So like when I would get home from work, I would just like hang out with my cat and just try to get her to not be scared of everything. And then like after about 2 months, like she came out of her shell, and she would like, because I just made like 2 or 3 little cat forts like around the living room that she could like run to and like hide in. And I put one on the couch next to me that I would put her in that she would hide in. And I would just kind of like put my hand in there and like gently pet her, just let her smell me, just so she could get used to me being there without like her being freaked out. So then finally, like she comes around, and then she just like opens up to me, and like you would have thought that I named her Maggie. But you would have thought that I had Maggie like her entire life. And I got her like when she was 7. But for like a couple months, like she was Emmett. Like I just was hanging out with Emmett until I really got to know Maggie. And then I saw Maggie for Maggie, and then she was Maggie. And long story short, you know, 7 years later, she was about 14 years old. I was real into Destiny 1 at the time. So this was like 2014. And my ex-wife, now ex-wife at the time, she was going out of town with her sister, like to go visit her sister. And like Maggie wasn't doing real well. I could tell like she just like wasn't eating a whole lot, and she just was getting really skinny. And I was just like, she seems like she's on her way out. So I pissed my ex-wife off, but I was like, hey, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay home and stay with Maggie. You go ahead and go without me. And she didn't like that, but I was like, whatever, I got to stay with my cat. So that weekend, like I just spent all my time with Maggie, and like Saturday night in the evening time, like anytime I started to leave her alone, she would just start meowing like really loud. Like meow, meow, meow. So like I would just like put her on the couch next to me in her bed. Hey, Mighty. And I was just sitting there like playing Destiny, like doing strikes while she would just sit next to me, and I would just like keep one hand on her. And like eventually it got to the point where like if I stopped petting her, then she would meow. And so I just stopped playing the game, and I just sat with her until like 3 in the morning. I just pet her, and she was just sitting there like purring next to me. Like if I got up to go to the bathroom, she would meow. And so I was just like, shit, like, okay, Maggie, I'm just gonna stay next to you tonight. So it was like 4 in the morning, and I got on the couch, like reclined on the couch, and I picked her up and I put her in my arms, and I just like laid her on my chest, and we both fell asleep. And then like 2 or 3 hours later, like 6 in the morning, I woke up to my dog like nudging my leg, Sandy, and Maggie was gone. And she had passed away in my arms while we were sleeping. And man, this game has really hit me hard. She was a good cat. And I don't know. I don't know how she spent the first half of her life, but I'm just glad that I could be there for the second half, all the way to the end, and give her a good life. And I'm forever grateful that I stayed home that weekend and stayed with her. Damn, sorry to get emotional, but man, this game really hits me hard sometimes. Thanks, man. She was a good cat. She was a good cat. So what happened is I got my cat that I have now, right?
That's
And
good. Hey, hold on. What's that? That Dr. Pepper? That's that Dr. Pepper.
Oh man, I got to catch my breath for a second. So this game is hitting me hard for 2 reasons. Because the second reason is my second cat, Mr. Whiskers, that y'all know very well now. He's awesome. I love him. He and my dog have been through so much together, and he turns 11 next month. But yeah, Savage is kind of a troll, so it's all right. So when my dog was like in her prime, and I was going through my second divorce, I decided just to like, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to like go escape into the mountains and just go hike with my dog, like every waking chance that I get, and just go spend like all of my time alone in the mountains. And this was like during COVID, 2020, 2021, like all the way into 2022. And like, yeah, I would work. When I wasn't working, I would go walk my dog. And then in the weekends, I would basically go like live out of my car in the mountains, just like car camping, hiking different trails, and like doing road trips. And like, people assume that cats like don't really care. you know, that cats do their own thing and they don't really give a shit about humans, you know. Uh, but I was gone so much that I was like kind of worried about like leaving my home unattended, you know. And so I got a camera inside my apartment because I couldn't put one outside. So it was like inside my apartment looking at the front door and like the front window. And I watched the video one time of when I was gone and my cat, Mr. Whiskers, like sat by the door for like a pretty much like a day, like the entire day that we were gone, just like waiting, looking out the window, and it broke my heart. And I was like, damn, like I'm making all these memories with my dog, but I'm missing all this time with my cat. And so that was when I decided to like stop, you know, going on road trips and like living out of my car and just like staying closer to home and just making sure that I don't miss any time with my cat. Because like the thing about pets is like one day they will be gone. Unless you get like a box turtle that lives for like 60 years. Like one day they will be gone. And all you will have is the memories of the stuff you did together or all the things that you didn't get to do because you thought you had more time. And so where I'm going with this is like playing this game, I can tell where it's going. It's like she's on this mountain, this is her thing, but she's leaving her life behind. And now she just missed like the passing of her cat. And I'm just glad that like I kind of have been working on myself these past few years to like recognize what's truly important so I can just try to avoid regret because that's all. You can't control the future, you can't predict the future, but you can do what you can just to make the best decisions in the moment and try to avoid regret. And that's what I've been trying to do these past few years. So yeah, like I really relate to this character a lot because this was kind of like me when I was hiking, not necessarily mountain climbing, but like, you know, I was alone in the middle of nowhere. If I got hurt, I would be dead. I'd be fucked. If I twisted my ankle or if I got cut, or if I got like sick, I was always alone. I would have died. If I ran out of water, right? Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to cry. I don't give. I've cried before on stream. So big deal. I think it's good to be able to tap into those emotions sometimes so you can control them when they happen. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that because like I've never told that story before because I never could. It was never relevant or appropriate to tell. But like after that cutscene that I just saw, man, this game, this game is special. All right, we have got to blaze a bowl for Scuba Steve. Thank you for my story. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all. Holy smokes, GTA, great to see you. Mighty, appreciate you, man. That's right, Cass. That is right. Yo, Skokie, my dude. Thank you for the biddies, dude. Good to see you, Cass. I hope you're home safe. And 4 more? Shoo. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right. I just want to say, I very well may fall and die here on this cliff face. And that's okay. I've made it further than I did before. And so we made a PB. Now I know there's a fucking heartbreaking cutscene when you get up this part of the cliff. Hell yeah. No, I appreciate you, Mighty. No, that's all good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, that's a story that I have never told on stream before and that I've told very few people in my life because there weren't very many people in my life that deserve to hear it. And I'm just glad I could share it with y'all. R.I.P. Maggie. You were a good cat. And I'm glad that I found you and got to give you a good second half of your life. Yo, Cover, good to see you. All right. What do y'all say we continue the climb? Thank you for 44 smiles. Doing well. No, it's all good, man. That was a long time ago. That was 12 years ago. So I have Mr. Whiskers now. When my pets now pass away, man, I'll be devastated. But until then, every day is a blessing. And I have so many good memories to remember instead of just the last. But no, yeah, so this in the story, this character, her cat passed away while she's on this mountain, and her partner called her to tell her like what happened. And like I had a cat pass away in my arms, and I also realized that I was ignoring my cat by always hiking with my dog and like going on weekend road trips with my dog. So I felt real bad. So I like stopped doing that so I could make sure that I didn't miss the time that I have with my cat. You had a dog called Duke. He was a great dog. I had a dog called Duke too. He died next to you. You're only 9 at the time. I'm so sorry, Mighty. Yeah, rest in peace, Duke. I had a dog named Duke as well. He was a good dog. What kind of dog was your Duke? Okay, so they want me to show me across that? Or, yeah, should probably show me across that. What do the different colors? So these are different. So you can find, yeah, group hugs for everybody's chat. Everybody in chat's pets, whether living or on the other side waiting for us. Big group hugs. So you can find maps that people have routed. And so these are different routes that you could choose to take. And then there's like a color to indicate the difficulty of each route on the top. So like yellow, green, blue, red, black, purple, maybe pink, white, and like least difficult to most difficult. So like this cliff face is at least, yeah, it disappears after a little bit though, so you may not have just seen it, but yeah, that's what that is. So we're here, and we're going to try to transition over and follow this black line up, and then try to go up the left side of the mountain up here. If I can. It seems like there's enough places to grab onto. Without as much like overhang. Ooh, maybe going all the way up the left side. I don't know. Yeah, he was a shepherd dog, but adopted. Yeah. Yeah, my dog was he was an Australian shepherd, like black, white, brown color scheme. He was a good dog. He was a smart dog. It was in the it was in one of the places, like one of the rooms in the Palace of the Wind. I don't really know how else to describe it, but like the Palace of the Wind, it was like on a table in there somewhere. Like where the coffins were. Is the mountain based on anything IRL? Not that I don't think so. I think it's a fictional mountain. As far as I know. Here comes the wind. Okay. you get a shouty. That's how it works. Good to see you, Big Tom. What's the word, my man? Thank you for 339 smiles. Whew. Holy smokes, thank you for your first smile. Your smile makes me smile. Thank you for sharing your smile with me. Appreciate you. 399. Did I miss the number? 399. Holy shit. Thank you, Tom. And Big Salty, thank you for 84 smiles, my dude. Hell yeah. All right, I gotta lock in. I'm sorry. Hold on. Man. Alright, we're almost there. And then once we get there, try to just go all the way left and go up that way. Alright. Okay. Let's keep going up and then we'll go over. No, we should go over now. Maybe. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. No? Yeah. Wait. Just go there, step on that, grab that, step up, grab that. Yeah, let's go for it. Hold on, I gotta let my dog inside. Come on, big girl. Oh, shit! A silly duck with the raid. What's happening, my brother, man? Welcome in, Raiders. Yo, Zuda, good to see you, dude. The Zuda. How you doing, Zuda? Have I missed your smile, Zuda? Hell yeah. Yo, silly duck, how was your raid? How was your stream, my man? Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome in, Raiders. Sorry, I'm pretty high and I'm like super locked in right now. I'm Shiggity. We are playing this game called Karen. It's super crazy. Silly Duck is the man. If y'all don't know who a Silly Duck is, go check him out because he's the man. He's back on that Valorant grind, I see. Hope the Resident Evil was good. Great watching you play this game, man. Salt to Heathen, my brother. Good, dude. Hell yeah. Timing, yeah. Okay. Yo, Zuda, thanks for 453 smiles. Welcome in, Raiders. Again, Silly Duck, I appreciate you, my dude. Big cheers, my man. Had defaulted. Oh, damn, yeah, I remember you saying something about technical issues when I was lurking for a bit. Damn, man. Well, we are now in personal best territory. I'm now the highest I've ever been on the mountain. So if I fall, I die because we don't have any more revives. So my hands are pouring sweat right now. And we never made it this far. So wish me luck. Let's hope we can get up there before we starve. But we're doing okay. We kind of have a path routed out. So trying to go for it. Hold on one second. Controller. So we're almost there. We got to get up to that bridge. The dolphin? The dolphin? Fucking dolphins, man! Alright.
I feel a gust coming.
Hold on tight. Shit, it's windy as fuck. Okay.
Okay,
Holy shit. Okay.
focus.
Quick little manual correction there. Okay. Okay. Let's chill out for a second. Okay, where are we going? Oh shit. We're hitting the cliff. Okay, so we got to get over this hump. We can do that going to the right. And we pretty much stay. Oh shit, chalk right there? Clutch. That's a good sign. Okay, so I don't just want to not think about it. We got to actually commit to a route. So we're going to go up this way. And then maybe we'd go to the right. Transition to that side. Climb up that. And then back over this way. No, let's see. We need to... I need to go up and then over that way. I need to transition around this face. If I can. And then once we get to there, we can stay in this kind of area over here.
I'm no
Hell
punk
yeah.
bitch. I
That's
ain't
right.
no punk bitch. Neither. I'm no punk bitch.
I'm no punk bitch. That's right. Okay. And then once we get up here, we don't want to get cliffed out, right? Maybe we stay... Man, we're close. Yeah, we're going to have to move either to the right or to the left. I think we're going to have to move to the left over here. And then finish up on this pointy rock part. And then we're there. Wow. Okay. Easy, right?
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Nope, that's not a good grab. Oh no. We are getting hungrier. Hell yeah. Maybe, maybe not. We might starve, but I doubt it. Nice. Okay, here we go. We got the chalk, right? So now we got to transition to the left. We got this. We got this. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to move left over there. Then we try to stay in that general area until we move over to that spike. We got this. We got this. Slow and steady, baby. No, to the right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, so we want to stay here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to climb up this little crack. Possibly transition to that one. Climb up these areas. Once I get here, then we got to move over to that left side. Okay. Shit.
Just GTA 1017 asked me, you know those mountain goats that live on steep sides of mountains, what do you think of those? Man, those mountain goats are some badass little fuckers living life on the edge, literally. They just climb up those steep cliffs like it's nothing. I respect their relentless spirit, but I ain't climbing no mountain like that. Those goats got more guts than most people, that's for sure. But let's face it, if I saw one of those fuckers trying to scam
Okay, here we
me,
go.
I'd still want to try punch the weed the weed and the weed and then it's fine.
What the fuck? Mike Tyson? I'm going to have to remove that.
No matter how impressive they are.
Wow, okay, whatever. All right, let's go. That was crazy. All right, so we got to move over to this side now. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, right. Appreciate that, Doc. Let's see. Where am I going? So, I don't think I can get up that. So, we got to move over that way. That was wild. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Final little bit. So we got to transition to the left. And then make our way up that. He's really going to do it. Maybe. Got to focus.
Right on.
Let's go! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god. Holy fuck. Ugh. Holy shit. That was for you, Maggie. That was for you, Maggie.
That was a slog, wasn't it? Whew.